Okay, guys. Well, I am excited that you guys are on this call. I have been playing around a little bit with QR codes, and I know 31 has as well. So I'm going to share just some statistics with you, give you some information on QR codes in case you just need a little brush up on them. But then I'm going to share with you something that I'm doing and give you a challenge. We're going to come up with a goal on this call. So stay on to the end. It's going to be a little long, a little technical, but I have got a guide that I have made. I'm really kind of getting into trying to make it a little bit easier for people to follow some training by putting together some guides. So I'm going to give you that, and I'm going to show you something that I'm working on for the future, and maybe you could give me some ideas. So, okay, so the first thing is how many of you guys have used QR codes? So you can put it in the chat if y'all want to use the chat, use it. But tell me where you're seeing QR codes, where are you being asked to use them? And tell me if your phone has a QR reader. So most phones now, whether you're an iPhone or an Android, they either you can use your camera to take a picture of a QR code, or if someone sends you a picture on your phone, now most of the cameras, I know Android does, y'all tell me, iPhone people tell me, they actually have a QR scanner built into some of the newer phones. So if someone emails it to you, you're like, well, how am I going to take a picture of it? Well, now there's a scanner in your settings that you can take a picture. So just blow up the chat just for a second and tell me kind of where you're seeing them and where you're using them and all the good stuff. So Amanda, hey Amanda. Amanda's using at vendor events, Charlotte, business cards, car windows. Yes, car windows for sure. Johnny, is it Joni or Johnny? You'll have to tell me. John or Joan?
It's Johnny.
Johnny. Okay, Johnny.
Johnny.
Johnny
She's my
is,
sister.
that's your sister?
Hmm.
Ah, okay.
That's great.
Hi, Johnny.
Hello.
So Johnny said she seen them on business card and vendor events, and then Charlotte said on your bags. Restaurants, yes, Claudia, that's what I was waiting for. You guys probably are seeing them at restaurants all the time as they've went paperless after COVID. More importantly, it definitely has made it easier for the person. Now, depends on what age range you are. My parents refuse to use QR codes because my dad still has a flip phone, just so y'all know. So restaurants are a little bit ahead of the game than a lot of retail companies because they hand out a lot of paper. So I want y'all to kind of think about how QR codes have made its appearance. They were unknown, and then all of a sudden they blew up. Now, Myron is listening, so he'll know what I'm talking about here. If you guys watched the Super Bowl last year, the most engaging commercial that they had at the Super Bowl last year was a QR code. How many of you guys remember this? It was a QR code just bouncing on the screen, and it was a 30-second Super Bowl commercial, and all it was a QR code bouncing across the screen. It got more hits than any other commercial because people were getting their phones out and they were scanning the QR code, and it was a QR code for Bitcoin. So when they scanned it, they're like, "Oh my gosh!" So um, they are definitely making their appearance. Now, if you guys have got a catalog, I see some of you guys are in your car. Johnny's got a baby in her hand. So some of you guys may not be able to grab it, but the new catalog, if you will pull that out, if you've got one handy, I want you to look at page 7. This should not be surprised. You guys have probably seen it, but even 31 is starting to put QR codes in the catalog. And when you scan that, it takes you to a little video or a little video of those products on their page. There's one on page 8. I mean, you'll look through the catalog and you'll see quite a few. Many of you guys are doing like me and you're putting a QR code on the back of your catalog, and mine is to join as a consultant. If it's on my catalog, I don't want to send a QR code to look at my catalog. I have a QR code to join as a consultant. On your business cards, you may be doing a QR code to go to your catalog to get them to your website. So QR codes can be directed to anything that you want. Websites, it could be directed towards your Instagram. It could be directed towards a Google form, which is what we're going to talk about. But the use of Google Forms has actually, or the use of QR codes has really spiked. And I pulled some numbers this morning and I wanted to share my screen with you um, so you can see this. I did a quick Google search this morning, and let's see, I found this article called 45 plus QR code facts. And you guys can Google QR codes, but it's really kind of cool because it talked about how QR codes are now starting to take over barcodes. Every product has a barcode on it, but they can store a lot more characters. So we may even see QR codes come in the grocery store. They kind of give you a timeline, but what I thought was really interesting is this graphic right here, that QR codes are even becoming a payment system. So you can use QR codes to even direct people to your Venmo. On my phone, I can actually create a QR code for my contact information. So they're expecting QR codes to be on the rise. I'm just kind of scrolling through some of these facts. And here's one that I thought was really cool is why are people scanning QR codes? And one is because the number one reason is just they're curious. You're creating curiosity with a QR code because they want to know what's in it. They want to know, like, you're not giving them all the information. So y'all can you can Google this for sure, but these are here to stay. You're seeing retail companies now starting to use them where it primarily has just been our restaurant industry. Okay. So I wanted you guys to kind of see that these are not going away. If you're not using QR codes yet, let's get you using them in an easy way. Okay, so let me stop this again. So recently at 31, so let me turn this over to 31. They're starting to use them in the catalogs. Consultants are using them on the back of their catalogs with their stickers and business cards. And y'all said bags, Charlotte said bags, vendor events. So the little paper slips at vendor events now are being replaced by QR codes. And that's great. It's getting them to sign up for your entry. So we want to kind of capitalize on that QR code a little bit. So let me stop here and say 31 is on a really big mission right now to bring in new customers. And this is just a little bit of reality right here. We have less consultants than we've had in a long time. And part of that is, a lot of it is because of COVID people, and I hate to blame everything on COVID, but we still do, right? A lot of people stopped going into the home parties. And when we stopped going into people's homes, we stopped filling our funnel with new people. We stopped meeting new people and we're depending on social media. The problem with social media is we're all running our businesses almost primarily behind a closed door. And I say closed door in the fact that we're doing it behind a closed customer group. So probably most of you guys have Facebook groups for your teams and probably for your customers, but they're private. They're closed. And that's where we're talking all about our business. And we're not posting as much on our personal accounts as we used to because now we've got this closed customer group that's we consider our VIPs. They get all of our attention. They learn about the outlets. They learn about everything first. And sometimes that's sustaining our business to the point that we're not seeking new leads like we once did at home parties. So, to give you a little statistic, we want to bring in 50% new customers every month at 31. That was kind of the goal. We used to do that. And I'm looking at my notes here. September and October, we only brought in 27% new. Okay, so half the amount that we used to, which means that you're bringing in less new people that you have to even talk about hosting or recruiting. In December, we only brought in 20% new, which is our busiest like season. And then in January so far, we've only brought in 15% new. So as we're seeing that trend down, Cindy and the company is really encouraging us. How are we filling our funnels when we're not getting into the homes like we once did? So I really thought about it. She's kind of encouraging us, she being the company, they're encouraging us to start popping up on some of these other social media platforms. So we primarily are doing our business behind a closed door on Facebook. I'm glad Amanda's on here because Amanda's really good at Instagram. But starting to post on your Instagram even going back to Pinterest, moms still use Pinterest as their Google. They still go there for ideas for decoration. And so I want y'all to think about, are you just showing up in your business behind a closed door, or are you filling your funnel by starting to use some of the other social media platforms? Well, I got to thinking about it. I was like, okay, these QR codes are big. I did a training with a direct sales coach, and she was talking about them. And I thought this was a light bulb moment for me, because she did this in her direct sales company and it worked. So I'm going to share with you guys what I'm doing to fill my funnel, to bring in some new leads this season, and really tapping on the shoulder of my closed door people and saying, hey, can you help me bring in some new people this year? When we did home parties, we would say, you want to get 10 people at your party. We want to get 10 people in that living room so you can have a successful party. So, kind of with that concept, using a QR code, inviting her to bring in 10 people with that QR code. I'm going to share that with you. So does that make sense? Let me stop before I go into the to what I'm doing. Does that all make sense? Does it resonate? Do you guys feel like this is important? Yes. Okay. What are you thinking, Charlotte? You think it's good so far?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I want to keep going then if everybody's following, let me check the chat just to see if y'all said anything. Okay. Utilize the chat if y'all have questions or even just just comments, okay? So, one of the things I'm going to be doing in February, I've actually already started it, is I'm going to do a Galentine's bundle giveaway. I've just pulled something from my stash. I'm not spending any money on this. I pulled something from my stash. I'm going to show you what it is. And I am creating a giveaway. And to get into the giveaway, they have to scan this QR code to enter their name and their email. Now, I'm not asking them a million questions. I'm not asking them, do you want to book a party? I'm not asking them if they want to join. I'm not asking them anything except this is truly just a giveaway. Fill out the slip like you would at a vendor event, your name and your contact information. And so this is what mine looks like. I've kind of shared it in the picture, but it's basically an enter to win. They scan that. It doesn't have my name on it. It doesn't have 31 on it. It's just scan this to enter to win. When they scan this, it's going to take them to a Google form, which, by the way, Canva and Google Forms are free. It's not going to cost you any money to do this. Okay. And so I'm going to do a giveaway. Somebody's going to win. Let me show you what it is. Y'all are going to be in the know here of what it is. So don't spill it. Do you guys remember this free gift that they gave away if you spent 100? I got one of those. So that's not costing me anything because I already had it in my stash. Now I did order a wristlet to match with it, and I got one of those little $15 things at Christmas, the little envelope. Can y'all see that? Hopefully y'all can see that. So this is my Galentine's bundle. It's a great night out on the bundle. It's a little clutch wristlet and a little insert that they can take. So this is my giveaway that I'm giving. You can pull anything from your stash. If you've got a tapered pouch, if you've got a pretty, one of those boutique purses, anything that you have in your stash, that would be a good night out. Or you can call it a Mom and Times giveaway. And maybe the Mom and Times is some sort of organization tote that you have. Okay, so you make this your own. This is just something I had in my stash. I'm not going to use it. I got it for free with the giveaway or with the free gift in the hostess rewards. So again, nothing is costing me money at this point. Okay. All right. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys. And I've got a guide that I'm going to send. So don't worry about not getting the information. Let me share my screen. Okay. Share my screen here. Okay, we talked about that. So let me pull this over. This is Canva. Tell me in the comments if you guys use Canva. In Canva, there's a free version of it. So tell me if you're using Canva. So basically, all this is it's text, a QR code, and a little bit of pretty of a background. Now you guys can make these. I'm going to show you how to make it, but I'm going to give you this Canva link. So don't feel like you have to take a picture and recreate it. I'm going to give you my free Canva link because I want this to cost you nothing. When they scan it, it's actually going to take them to a Google form. Let me show you what the Google form looks like. This is the Google form. So you can see that I've still got this silver kind of at the top. So it's a little bit of a theme with what I'm giving away. Enter to win. It says enter to win a free 31 gallon tons bundle. So once they scan it, they're going to see what it is. Now, you could have done this with anything. You could have done a free organization closet organizational appointment. I mean, you didn't have to give a product. You could have done a service that you do with your 31, how to organize your desk, something. I don't know. You could provide, if you guys are into crafting or organizing, you could have given them some sort of like, consultation or something. But I decided to do the product. That's what we're known for. First and last name, email to contact you if you want to win. Okay, so I told him you have to give me your email in order for me to contact you if you win. And then here's kind of the way we're going to grow it. So down here it says, which gal pal shared this giveaway with you? So let's say I gave, Charlotte's my customer. I give Charlotte this QR code, but when I give it to her, when I tell her about it, you're going to say, you know what, Charlotte, I'm doing a giveaway. I want you to help. I want you to enter, and I want you to share it with all of your gal pals. And the reason is this year I'm really trying to grow my business a little bit, and you have been such a faithful customer. And I'm just not getting in front of people as like I used to. And so what I'm going to do is any of my current customers like you that share this with 10 people, I'm going to give you some happy mail as an appreciation for just helping me spread the word about 31 this season. Okay, so when you tell her why that you're wanting to grow your business, that you're not getting in front of people like you once did, she's going to be more inclined to support you because she's one of your loyal and faithful customers. So there has to be a little bit of telling them why. But what happens is Charlotte scans it, she enters it because she's a customer, she's going to enter it. And then I've told her to share it with 10, but there's a little reminder down here that says which gal pal shared this giveaway with you. And so they're going to type in Charlotte's name, but they're going to read that it says when she has 10 friends share her name, she'll get a little extra gift. Oh, by the way, you can do this too. Just share it. Okay, so now she gives it to Penny. Penny takes it, she fills it out, and she's like, well, I want to share it with 10 people. I'm going to share this with 10 people and get my name or get the happy mail too. So you kind of have to make a bigger deal of the happy mail. And the happy mail honestly can be a key fob. It could be a nail file. I bought lots of those little nail files at Christmas time. I think I bought like 50 of them. So I knew that those would be flat for me to mail. But you could also send them, I mean, if they give you 10 people, 10 new customers, what is that worth to you? I don't want it to cost you a lot, but maybe it's worth a Wendy's free frosty key tag. Y'all know what I'm talking about? They do those. Or you could even go and get you could get a little box of conversation hearts. I love doing this. A little box of Valentine's conversation hearts and send that and say, thank you for opening up 10 new conversations for me this season. I love giving conversation hearts at Christmas or at Valentine's because they actually can mail in just a small little envelope. It won't cost you if you have to mail them. Now, if they're in person, you can deliver them in with a catalog. Okay, so this is important, this section down here, because that's what you're really hoping to get. Now, I can see that I've already gotten 3 people to respond. I haven't even opened this yet, so let me open it. I'm going to show you. This is a Google form, and when you open the responses, you can see I've already gotten 3 people to fill it out. Okay, so these are 3 of my customers, and of course they put my name in it because I haven't shared with them that I want them to share with 10 people. So this is kind of cool. Yes, Amanda, I'm going to share the Google Doc with you too. I'll share everything with you, so don't feel like you have to recreate the wheel. I will show you guys how to make it real quick, but again, I'm going to give all this to you. Okay, so this is important for you guys to kind of put a little effort into. If you're going to do it, it's not just about getting your customers to enter it. It's really truly about getting them to share it. Okay. So let me stop sharing just for a second. So you've got your QR code. You're doing a free giveaway, whatever that is, gallon times, mom and times, dad and times, or crafter and times, whatever it is, whatever you want to do. But I think that if you will get this in front of your customers, it's great because they're going to fill it out, but they're already in your customers. That's not growing the conversation with people and filling the leads. The key to this is to encourage them to share it with their gal pals, with their friends, because that's how you're going to grow your business. Now, I'm challenging myself. This is just mine, and I'm going to ask you in the comments. So get ready. I would like to grow. Uh, I would like to get 100 people to fill this out. So in my mind, I'm thinking if I can really talk to 10 of my favorite customers, and I plan on looking at who's been the top contributors on my Facebook page. They'll tell you who the top 10 are. So that's my starting spot. You can have a different starting point, but my starting point is those top 10 contributors to my Facebook page. And I'm going to really reach out to them and say, listen, I'm doing this Galentine's, but here's the deal. I really haven't been able to get in front of as many people outside of Facebook. She's going to understand that because she's on my Facebook page. I'm looking to spread the love a little bit. And my goal is when you get 10 people to fill it out and they put your name down, I'll send you some happy mail. So telling her the why and telling her what she's getting is going to be important. Okay. So if you need a starting point, I would start there. And so I think that for me, if I can get 10 of them to bring in 10 people, that's 100 new conversations that I will now have open, 100 new customers that now I have that Google form. And in 31, you can actually import a Google form. Okay, so you can import that in. You don't have to manually type them. You can import it into your contacts in your virtual office. So in the comments, I want you guys to think because I don't want to just tell you that your goal is 100 people. You may not be going after 10 people to get 10. I'm doing 10 by 10. But in the comments, I would love for you to tell me what would be a good goal for you. How many new emails would you like to get? And then we're going to divide that by 10. And that's how many people you really want to go after. So okay. So somebody's iPhone said, it must be Penny. Okay, Penny, you said 100. I see. You're the only one with an iPhone without a name. Okay, Penny said 100. So let me write this down because we're setting our team goal right now. Okay. So Penny said 100. Charlotte said 100. Good. Charlotte, you'll be my accountability. So okay, I just a train says you need 50 new contacts a month to be grown. So your goal is 100. Good, Amanda. Amanda, you're in our team page now, so you're on our accountability path now. I hope you're ready for that. Becca says 75. Good. Okay.
In a half mile, turn right onto Kingston Black.
Y'all were turning on to Kingston something, Charlotte. Okay.
Yes.
75 for Becca. Okay, good. Patty, I'm not seeing your goal. I know you just did 30 chemo bags, so you might be worn out a little bit. But Patty, thank you. Patty, 100. Johnny is 100, but realistically, now Johnny, we're gonna push you to that 100 because it takes 10 people to get 10 friends to fill it out. And when there's a giveaway up for grabs, like, and you don't have to tell them what the giveaway is, you're gonna have something great. They love your products already. Okay, Claudia, I'm not seeing yours. Brittany, I'm not seeing yours. Oh, Claudia, there you are. Uh, okay, Claudia, we're gonna say 20 to 50. I'm gonna put down 50. We're gonna shoot for the moon, right? What's that? Aim for the stars, land on the moon. I don't know. What's that quote? Okay, we're gonna go for 50. All right, so just there, and I have 100. Brittany said 100. Hang on. So our company is saying that we're not bringing in new accounts. When I say customers, it's creating a new customer number with a new person with a new email. Not necessarily that she's purchased, but that she's coming into our business out of curiosity of what we do. So, of course, we want to turn them into sales, and that comes more training. But let me just see what we've got here 75, 250. So right there, that's 700 just between us, 725 people. What can we do with 725 new emails? They're going to automatically get the email from our home office. They're going to automatically be, hopefully, once you get them uploaded, you're going to do some follow up and you're going to invite them into your customer group, which is probably where most of y'all are spending most of your time. I don't know. Tell me if that's true. Tell me in the comments if you have a closed customer group. I want to know that. Claudia said she has 30 people in her customer group. Claudia, that's good. Imagine if you had 30 people in your living room. So you've got 30 people in there to really focus on engaging. So the next thing I want y'all to do is I really want you to look at how many contacts you have in your virtual office. How many contacts do you have in your virtual office? And then compare that to how many is in your VIP group. Because if you've got 1,000 in your customer list and you've got, or sorry, 1,000 in your Facebook group, but you only have 50 on your virtual office contacts, something's not right there. You're not you're not getting them in both places, which means they're not getting the email from the home office, which is going out on your behalf. I know when that email goes out, I usually at least get one order every time they send it out. Okay, so I want y'all to really think about making sure that if you're spending all of your time in your Facebook group, that we're growing that email list as well, because those are the two things that I know are consistent in your business. The emails go out and you guys are probably showing up in your customer group. Yes, Charlotte, I've definitely shared that you've got to have them in both places. Okay. So this is kind of exciting. So where do you start? You start by sharing this. Okay. So um, if you're mailing out catalogs, I had those three fill it out because I stuck it in their catalog. I haven't even told them about it yet. I just put it in there because I want them to fill it out. And then I'm going to reach out to those three people and say, hey, hey, Shannon, thanks for filling this out. Here's the deal. I'm really looking to grow my business this season. And when you share this QR code with 10 people, they put your name, I'm going to automatically send you some happy mail. It's probably going to be a box of conversation hearts to stick with my theme. Okay. So yes, I'm going to share with you the QR code. I'm going to share with you the Google form. Let me share the screen one more time. Okay, so let's go over to, hang on, let me move this. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to share this link with you. You're going to get a template. And let me pull this over real quick. Okay, can y'all see my screen? I had some notes on here I wanted to tell y'all about this. Let's see how I can make this bigger. Okay. Uh, Amanda, can you see my screen? Yes. Okay. So I put together this little workbook. I'm going to start putting some more of these together just to make sure that y'all have everything. And so here's what's going to be in this workbook that I'm sending you guys, or this note page. This is about the QR codes. So I'm showing you what it looks like. There I am holding it. I put 4 on a page. So once I made it on Canva, I put it over on Word and I put 4 on a page. So it's saving me a little ink by doing 4 on a page. And when you scan this QR code, it's going to give you the template. So I'm making y'all use QR codes. Y'all like that? So you're going to have to scan the QR code to get that little template, which will be on Canva. And then here is the Google form. When you scan that QR code, it's going to give you the template that you can edit to make your own. Now, I did both of mine silver just because that's the giveaway I'm giving. You can change out those. I'll show you that in just a second. And then this is really where I was talking about the ambassadors. So now once you've cut them out and you've given them to each person, again, this is paper. You're going to want to make sure that they know that, you're trying to grow this. And when they get 10 people, they will get a little thank you from you. And the big giveaway. Okay. So what I'm hoping to do is, have everybody fill it out, draw one winner, and then I'm going to do a drawing for those that got 10 people. Now, I gave you some ideas down here, and I said, you could send them a box of hot tamales and say, thank you for the hot referrals. It's kind of a play on the gift. You can send them a bag of mints. Maybe it's a little bag of Lifesaver mints and say, your support meant so much to me. So there's a couple of easy ideas there. Okay, so I'll send this to you so you have all those things. But let me show you. We're going to keep going here. Let's see. No. Hang on. La, 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 la. I'm opening Canva. I closed it somewhere. Close that. Oh, here it is. Okay. So this is what I made. Let me show you when you get the link, this is what it's going to look like. You're going to have this and you're going to be able to change this on your own. All you have to do, I would click on this little button right here that says duplicate. That way, when you scan that, it's going to ask you, to put it on your computer as a template. And when you get it, I would hit this plus button. And what that's going to do is that's going to make a copy of it. So then if you get in here and start, messing around with it and you mess something up, that will make sure that you still have the original. That's what I would do. Now, if you want to leave all this the same, you're going to click on the QR code and you're going to delete it. Okay, so it's gone. You do not want them using my QR code. Now, I'm not sure if the QR code is in the free version, but if not, you can Google free QR code generator, and you can get this QR code and put in here. If you use Canva, over on the left-hand side, there's something called apps. So look on this left-hand side, there's something called apps. When you click on apps, scroll down and you're going to see the QR code maker here. Okay, so apps, QR code. So I use Canva to make my QR codes. If you don't 100% know if that's in the free version, if not, Google QR code generator and it will make you one. Now, it's going to ask you to put in your URL. So y'all remember that Google form that I did? Okay, so the Google form, let's pull it back over. You're going to have this QR code, or sorry, you're going to have this template. I don't know why it says send, but if you click on send, once you've got yours done, and there's nothing on there that has my name on it, so you can really make it your own, you're going to click this little link button here. So go to the Google form, click on the link. We're not going to email it. We're actually going to just grab the link. And you can shorten it if you're posting it somewhere. We'll talk about posting on social media, but you're going to copy that. So control copy, or however you copy a link. And then when you copy that, you're going to come over here and you're going to enter it. Now, y'all watch this. Watch my screen. When I enter that in and I say generate code, it creates the code. Okay, and then you can move it up. You can use these little corner things to make it smaller, bigger. You can put it in, drag it so it's in here. You don't want it too tiny, but that's plenty big. So now it's in there. If you don't like the picture on the back of it, if you don't like this picture, you can go over to the left-hand side, okay, and you can go to, let's see, elements. Let's just go, let's see, actually photos. Click on photos. So on the left-hand side, click on photos, and let's type in, I don't know, let's say you're giving away an office organizer. So let's just say pink office. Pink office. Okay, look at all the things that come up. So let's say you're giving away an organizational bundle, maybe a organizing utility tote. Let's see if you like one of these. We're organizing our office. So how about, I don't know, that one's got a little heart in it. I like that one. You can bring that over. See how I just got it and drug it? So if you're doing something that's maybe a coffee, maybe you've got one of the latte icons on something, or you're doing some sort of coffee theme. I don't know, whatever your theme is. Okay. So now you've got that in there. You do not have to use the silver like I did. And you want to make it bright and fun where they'll do it. Okay, so now that you know how to make those, and you can change this out if you don't like the color, you can just click up here on the A, and let's say we want to make it, I don't know what, these are the colors that are in it. So let's do dark brown. You could do that as well. Okay. So it's pretty easy once you've got the template to make it your own. All right, now let's go back over to our Google. Let me pull this over. We've got to make sure that you have the Google. Here's the one that I did, the entry. Okay, but let's create a new one. Actually, you're going to have the template, so let's just create a new one. So we're going to say new on the left-hand side. We're going to say new. And I want to show you how to make one because I do this for new consultants. I do this for catalog requests. I don't just send somebody a catalog unless they fill out the Google form. So now you're in here. You can actually put the picture like I had on the top of it. So y'all remember, oh, wait, that was the new consultant. Sorry, let me go back. This one had a header, and see how all that stuff was pretty. Well, you want this to kind of match what the giveaway is. So when you're in Canva, I'm getting all my stuff mixed up here. Let's go back. Okay. you've got this coffee here, right? So we want to have the top of it kind of a coffee theme. So let's go over here, and here's what you're going to do. You're going to type in to get that. And if you're using Google Forms at all, this is really good for you to know. So you can do Google Classroom. I think it's a Google Classroom template. It's going to pull up all these templates that you can use that are going to be in the right size. So we want to do one that's maybe that goes with our theme, or we can just create a new one. Find one we like. Let's just do this one. So we're going to customize this. So remember we did the coffee theme. So let's go back over to photos. Let's type in, let's just do pink office. We love that picture. We can just bring it in and put it in here. And we can say, enter to win. And that doesn't really show up. So let's make it dark brown. I don't really like that font. I think it needs to be a little bit, maybe that looks better. Okay. So it's a little bit busier, but it goes with the theme that you're doing. So we're going to download that. And we're going to come back over to Google Forms. And all you do is you click this little paint wheel up here that says customize theme. And now you're going to choose the image you just created using Canva, free Canva, with that coffee so it matches the enter to win. Okay. It's already the right size. You don't have to cut your heads off or make it smaller and stuff. That's the template you're going to use. Okay, there it is. And it automatically changes the color to wind. So you can say, uh, enter to win. Well, we did Galentine's, but let's just keep it that way. Galentine's 41 bundle. Okay. And then the first question, you're going to say first and last name. And this is required. So you're going to hit this required button. That's a definite. And then all you do is hit the plus button to add another question and enter email to contact you if you win. Okay. And again, that's required. Okay. Another plus. Who shared this? Or we'll say, let's say, which gal pal shared this giveaway with you? When she gets 10 friends, she will get free Happy Mail. You can share this too. Okay. And we want that to be required as well. Actually, let's not make that one required because maybe nobody shared it with her. Maybe I shared it with her. I don't know. Yeah, let's make it required. Okay. So there it is. All you do is go up here to the send button, click on that link, grab this link, say copy. You come back over to your template, wherever we had it. And you enter it into that Google, into that, I already closed it, I think. Yeah, I already closed it, but you know how to do that now. You can enter it into your QR. Okay. Does that make sense? How are you guys feeling? Amanda, you're saying yes.
I think it's also good to note that you're recording this. So, like for the people who are maybe doing other things or just need to see that a few times, they can go back and watch the recording and stop and pause as they do it.
Yes. Yep. We're going to put this in here. Oh. So you go to apps, scroll down till you find the QR reader, put that link in there, generate code, and now we've got the code in there. So now your Google form matches this enter to win that we made using the Google form classroom, matches your Google form that we made here. Okay. All right, I'm going to show you one fun thing I'm working on. And remember I told you the QR code bouncing on the screen at the football, the game last year? Hang on. I'm going to show you what I'm working on. Now, I don't know if it's going to work, but so I'm playing around with these QR codes, thinking about how the Super Bowl commercial got a lot of traction. So I created this. Look at this. Watch this little video. I used a video from Canva. I put my QR code in there and I pulled in a picture that we've got going on. So I'm playing around with it a little bit, thinking about this would be kind of fun to send a hostess with a hostess chart. So the QR code can go to anything. This could go to be a hostess on your screen. Okay, so you can make this QR code do all kinds of things. You can make it, bounce like they did on the commercial. You can make it, you can get their attention by doing all of this. So all I did is when you come over to elements, you can type in, videos. Just like we did photos, we pulled a fake photo. You can pull in a fake video and you can type in anything. So I did office, but let's do outside sunshine. Maybe we're going to do something with the new sunshine collection. So you could totally pull over this sunshine. Get it into my background, replace background. So now you've got this sunshine that you can use, and you could put in, your QR code here. Let's just drag it down so y'all can see it. So you could even do something like that. Do it again. Okay, so these reels that you're doing on Instagram, these videos that maybe you're seeing where it says stop the screen, and get the tokens in the pot of gold or whatever, all these little things that I'm seeing. You can do something fun with your QR code too. The summer collection is here. Scan the QR code to get your first look. Okay, you could do a photo behind it too if you wanted to. So you can do anything that you want within Canva. So I'm working on something fun with that. All right, looks like I've lost a lot of people. Does this sound okay? I'm going to send you that guide. Let me do that right now while you're on. I'll put it in the chat. Y'all get ready. I'm going to put it in the chat. What questions do y'all have? Is this doable? I'm not going to put it in the chat until somebody says something. Y'all like how I'm pressuring y'all? Johnny, what you got? You look happy. So tell me something good. Okay, y'all ready to grab this in the chat? Because honestly, it won't make sense unless people watch this video. Okay, somebody test that. Tell me if they can open it. That has the link to the Canva. It has the link to the Google form. It talks about the giveaway and what you could give as the Happy Mail. I'm hoping that will work and is clickable.
I'm so sorry. I left the chat and then I had to find my way back and it was still on my phone. I just wasn't on it.
Well, you looked put together. I wouldn't have known that because you look put together with the baby in the hand on a training, got people in the background. I mean, it's busy at your house this morning.
It is. We have a 17-month-old and he's in there watching cartoons and they're pretty loud. So that's why I was on mute.
Okay, Brittany said the link works. Okay, good. So y'all grab that link. grab it, because I'm not just going to post that out there because it won't make sense unless they watch this video. So I'll probably put it down in the comments. I'll upload this to YouTube since it's so big and put it in the comments so you can share it with your team if they're not on. Amanda, you feel okay? You're pretty savvy. You said you got it to work. Okay, everybody give me a thumbs up if you're good. Ones I can see. Penny, you good?
Yeah, I was typing, sorry.
I see your comment. You got a new team
That
member.
lady, yeah, it's one of the teachers at school. Well, she quit here the other week, but yeah, and then I'm working on 2 other ones, so
Okay. Well, let me stop the recording on this. And I hope that you guys will use this QR code to put new leads into your business. I hope that you guys learned a little bit about Google Forms and how you can use it in other areas at vendor events, different places. Patty, you could have put a QR code in all those chemo bags. Like, you totally can use this for so many different things. So I hope that you guys grow your customer base using them.